Hello and welcome to the Tinkle Hoy podcast. It's time for another episode. No special guests or anything for this time.
No, but I actually learned an interesting thing. We can connect a phone to this
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
with a
of course.
computer.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we can get like a Discord call and have multiple people at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we could. That would be absolute hell. And it would be hell for editing as well.
Not too bad because there's two. It actually makes two files. There's one file that has all of our voices together,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's one file that has all of our voices separate.
Yeah, of course. So you could adjust them as need be, but I don't know, it'd be interesting to I don't know, have to translate or be able to let people know who the fuck is talking if we have a Discord call of even 5 people counting us, you know.
Yeah.
You would have to throw up a visual or something or something. But what's going on with you?
Not much. Just been working. Still working towards my New Year's resolutions. There's some that I kind of have to put on the back burner, but just for now. Because what I'm wanting to do now is basically DoorDash every day until I at least make $25.
Yeah.
And if I do that every day for the week, that's $175.
Yeah.
And then for the month, that's almost another paycheck.
Honestly, you could make a lot of money door dashing.
Yeah, but I mean, I was going extreme first. Okay, I'm gonna DoorDash from 1 to 6, and then go to boxing after.
Yeah.
But then it's you know what? When I did that, there was long periods of times I'd just be sitting there for an hour, just in the parking lot waiting for a dash order.
Yeah, I
So
feel
it's
like you would just read or do something in the meantime while you're waiting.
Yeah, I guess I should take a book with me.
Yeah. Because, just sitting there waiting, I don't know, what do you do? Listen to music or what do you do when you're waiting?
Hold on.
Do you write?
Shit.
He is frantically scrolling through his phone.
Shit.
Something's happened.
Hold on. Okay, I have to do a quick Spanish lesson, so we're just gonna talk, but I'm just gonna have this down.
You're just going to do a quick Spanish lesson on the podcast?
Yes, I am.
Okay, go for it. Not much different for me. A lot of work. I didn't want to come in for the podcast today, honestly. I almost postponed it till tomorrow after work because it's my one day off, and it's kind of fuck, I kind of want to enjoy my day off. Drove around in the snow a lot today, because that's always fun, right? Other than that, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, work. A lot of interesting developments with work.
Oh, did you see those people again?
No, but both of them got fired, not just the one.
Oh, damn.
We have a couple people leaving, quitting, all that, putting their 2 weeks and all that. And one of my coworkers is having a baby soon, so we might be closed for a bit.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, which I think would be great.
I don't think they'd close just for one work. Is it
it's not one worker. It's all of us. It's most of us.
So most of the people at your job are pregnant? Is that what you're saying?
No. Most of our people at our job have things going on. I was sick. I was sick for a while. For a week. I still kind of am sick a little bit. Got a little phlegm in my throat. But that's about it. It was way worse the first couple days. And I couldn't even get days off for those because we didn't have anybody to cover my shift. Besides that, nothing too special.
Nothing too special?
Yeah. I convinced an old coworker to come back. we had a new hire who didn't show up for their first day because they were told not to, and now they're just gone, which is great, to lose a job before you even start.
I mean, we don't know. They might have got a better job.
Maybe. Who knows? You're being way too optimistic for somebody who is just like, yeah, I'll work at this place and then just not work. Because it's kind of hard to find a job sometimes.
Yeah, it is. I would definitely attend to that.
But other than that, money. I still need to go to Twin. I need to go to Best Buy. I gotta buy computer parts.
Computer parts for what?
For a computer. For my computer. I gotta buy a monitor, and that's about it, really. I need a new chair, a new desk. I need a lot of stuff. And besides that, I haven't had time to do anything else. I'm very boring in that sense. I have over 70 beers at my house right now.
70 beers?
70
like
beers.
In your room?
Yeah.
Jeez, any empty? Like all of them empty?
No. All of them are full.
Oh, okay.
For the most part.
Okay, you made it sound like you drank all these beers and
I only drank like 15 of them last night. But work gave me a $50 gift card for Maverick for like the heavy rough time period that we had. And I spent all of that on beer. And then I recently had a coworker give me more beer. So I have a lot of beer at my house.
Okay, I'm done.
Nice.
I almost lost my 195-day streak.
Honestly, I kind of wish you would have lost your streak.
Man.
Yeah.
We're friends and you wished me to fail?
It would have been funny. But you would have gotten it back because they have all the power-ups and stuff.
It's not the same.
It's not the same?
Yeah.
You don't want to cheat?
No, they have a freeze thing, but you're going to see that freeze thing. It's going to be like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like froze it for a day. Ooh.
Yeah, it's like you missed it, but you have a freeze thing, so you can still keep your streak. But it's like, but you didn't keep your streak?
Yeah, you kind of still fail.
Yeah.
In a way.
And I would have had to start back from Juan.
Yeah. I still hate that you do that.
I pun my name.
You pun your name. Not even like your name. You pun the number one.
Everyone does it.
No, not everyone does it on like a every time basis. Like every time the number one comes up, you call it one.
No, not every time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess another thing I'm up to. I am gonna be going to KamehamehaCon.
What is KamehamehaCon?
It's a Dragon Ball Z themed con in Texas.
I kind of thought so.
I got my flight. I got my hotel.
You're gonna be with your people.
I will be with my people. I got to get totally ripped before then, so...
Yeah.
With my Sand brethren.
So, what if you go and it's just a bunch of not in shape people?
I'm still going to have a fun time. There's some fans of Dragon Ball Z.
I imagine there's going to be a lot of in shape people who are like, yeah, I just started working out because of Dragon Ball.
I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of people. But that would be funny just to see a bunch of just, I don't know what to call them, sweats, I guess.
What do you mean sweats?
Just like people that constantly work out. Gym rats.
Gym rats? No, wait. Yeah, I guess gym rats.
Just a lot of gym rats.
I was thinking the other one, that's gym fly.
Yeah, walking around in turtle geese. Walking around in turtle geese and Saiyan armor. That would be pretty funny.
Oh, dude, depending on what they have there, I'm probably going to spend some money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if they have Trunks' sword, I'm buying it.
Mm-hmm. If they have...
I'm going to have to have Travis ship it to me because I don't think I can take it on a plane.
Maybe. You know what? If you buy Trunks' sword, instead of having Travis ship it to you, you just give me like $50 or something, and I will drive down to Texas, pick it up, and drive back.
That'd probably be about the same amount to be to ship.
Yeah.
But I guess this is guaranteed that it's not going to get lost
Yeah,
in shipping and
and
be
it would-
like, where's my sword?
It would come back quicker too.
You're right, it would.
It'd be like a day
Yeah.
and a half.
But you'd have to request time off. You only have Sundays off.
I would be able to request time off
No.
because I would just be like, "Hey guys, I'm taking these days off. Fuck off." They
To
can't.
go hang out with Travis?
Maybe.
Or
Probably.
just to hang out in Texas in general?
It would be me showing up, going, "Hey Travis, what's going on? There's the sword. Grab the sword. All right, Travis, bye."
Damn. You're one hell of a door dasher.
Yeah. It'd be nice. I wouldn't mind driving like long distance like that. Relaxing. Very relaxing.
I mean, you like to drive. I don't
I
like
love
to drive.
to drive.
That's why I think you should become. I think you'd be a good truck driver.
I've been told I'd be a good truck driver. I don't want to go to take the class though, the CDL certification stuff. I also don't want to drive something big like that. That's not fun.
I can see what you mean.
I can't speed. I can't, you know,
No, but you gotta be. I hope you gotta be a safe driver.
I can't run over kids as they're crossing the street in a truck.
I mean,
I could, but
you can technically do anything you want. There's just some consequences.
and I'm not used to consequences.
You can go steal and beat someone over the head with a Toblerone, but there are consequences
Mm-hmm.
to doing that. You ever see the thing that's like, there's no such thing as consequence? You can speed, it just costs you this much to be able to do it.
Yeah. That's why like crimes are for the rich, because you could do whatever crime you want if you're rich. You just have to pay a fine.
Yeah, it's like, well, I guess what's the most heinous thing a criminal can do and still have bail?
Ooh. You can do like murder
Really?
and then still have bail. Yeah.
So there's still bail on murders.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's dependent on the judge. The judge can just be like, 10 to life with no bail, with no possibility of bail.
I've heard that
or parole.
before.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I know there's a possibility of no bail, but what's like the most heinous thing someone
Yeah.
can do that it's like they made bail, but they should be locked up in prison?
I feel like there's some acts that you could do that are pretty bad that you could probably get posted for bail for. Still, like the whole Adult Swim thing that happened a long time ago.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the whole thing with the Rick and Morty
Yeah,
voice actor.
Yeah, I mean that he got bail like almost immediately.
Well, actually, I don't know if he went to prison. I just know
No.
Adult Swim cut ties.
Yeah, they cut ties with them. But
And now it's like, who's gonna voice? I wonder who they gonna get to imitate the voice?
they're just gonna get some dude off the street. Whoever has the best impression, they're just gonna get. But it's gonna be different after that.
Well, I mean, he was kind of a head writer. So
Yeah, he was kind of
lots
the
of
whole,
shows. It's like the show wasn't the same after season 2 when this writer left.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't really care because like I was never too into Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely brought
Okay.
trolls because like there was that like viral video of this guy whining for Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, in a pickle outfit.
I didn't see the one in the pickle outfit.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say like the pickle suit one.
Like I don't know if he like purposely did it or
It
if
was-
he
it was on
legit.
purpose.
I imagine it was on purpose. I hope
purpose.
it
It
was
was
on
staged.
purpose.
You talking about the guy that got on Tosh.0 after that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I recognize the Tosh.0 name, but I don't think I can put a face behind it.
You don't know Daniel Tosh?
No.
You don't remember Daniel Tosh?
I think maybe I've seen some videos, but I don't think I was a big enough
Yeah.
fan to.
It's like everything's a long time ago, but back when like video TV shows were very popular.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember Fred got a TV show?
Well, yeah.
Were you ever into Fred? Because I remember my friends showing me, for like, dude, this shit's funny. I'm like,
No.
This is kind of super weird.
Yeah.
I might drown.
Yeah, I was never too into Fred.
I was like, he got a TV show? He got a movie? No, he got a movie, not a TV show.
He got a couple movies and a TV show.
And his dad was John
And
Cena.
his dad was John Cena, which was a joke from his videos, apparently.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like self-fulfilling prophecy or something.
Oh.
He went off the deep end.
Did he?
That's a whole thing. I don't even know. Like
I don't really follow too many celebrities.
Yeah, he had a return because there was someone using his channel. It was like a little kid that was like using his channel. It was a whole conspiracy thing. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh.
But he did other stuff with this one girl where they just did, like makeup tutorials and like vlogs.
Oh.
And he was normal.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't follow celebrities too much. I mean, I barely found out that The Rock had a TV show.
Yeah.
He has like an Everybody Hates Chris that has 3 seasons.
Yeah. I remember when that was first coming out.
I didn't even know. My brother was just watching it, and I'm like,
What is this?
what is this? And then like they're saying like Dwayne and stuff like, and then
Yeah.
wrestling. I'm like, is that supposed to be The Rock but younger?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. And I was like, is this like a new TV show? And I see that there's 3 seasons. I'm like, where has this been?
Yeah.
It has been so under my radar. And I love The Rock. I would have gobbled up this shit.
Yeah. Oh no. I don't really watch TV anymore. Barely have time for movies. I still have a lot of TV shows and stuff I need to watch.
That's just life, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. Too busy.
It's like in the early days when you would just... In the early 2000s, when if you got into anime, you would just watch any anime.
Yeah.
You just like make a list and just go down it.
Yeah.
And most of that list I never finished.
I think I made some headspace, but
It's like, is this a
I
zombie,
definitely have
K-On, School Rumble? I started them, but I've never finished them.
you haven't finished Is This a Zombie?
No.
Damn. That's sad.
Yeah. That's Travis's favorite one.
It's one of my favorites too. It's up there.
Or like, I got reminded of one that I remember had really good animation, Redline, but I never watched it.
Redline was
I think it's a movie, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's either a movie or it only has like 3 episodes. But Redline is good. I still see a lot of stuff on Redline.
Yeah, well, I barely saw something. I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to watch that at some point. I should probably watch that.
I still need to finish Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which makes me sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing about that is there's not going to be a second season. The story concludes.
Yeah. Which is nice.
They could do a second season, but it'd be like, why? The story concluded.
It would have to be a different person, yeah, entirely.
Yeah, spoilers.
Well, yeah, just in general. Well, because that story concluded. It's not like they could just revert time.
Did I tell you that I didn't know it was the Cyberpunk game until like way after I finished the anime?
That's weird.
Because I was like, oh, I wonder what this is like. I wonder if like what the manga's like. And then I was like, Cyberpunk. Why does that sound so familiar?
Jesus.
I was like, oh yeah, it was that game everyone was excited for and was hyped up. But then it came with a bunch of bugs.
Yeah, which is stupid that people even like. I don't know. People had way too many expectations for it, and so it having just a bug.
I know your
if
brother
anything,
was super excited for it.
He
what
actually
was his?
still loved it.
Oh, he still loved it?
Yeah, because we are not morons, and we understand that a game with a lot of ambition is going to have bugs. Imagine, okay, if you buy like a fighting game, okay, 2D regular fighting game, and then it had a shit ton of bugs. You should be more upset with that because it's like, how hard can it be to program / like go through the game after you're done and fix all these bugs? But that game is so big that it's impossible to have fixed everything as much as they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine it's hard. I mean, everything is a lot harder than it appears to be. Even a terrible CG movie is hard to make.
Yeah.
And a lot of money goes into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Ooh, how was that?
It was okay. Kang, a really good villain. Kang,
Yeah.
he was imposing. There's just one thing I hate that all these Marvel superhero movies always do.
What?
When they have incompetent villains.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a thing, it'd be like if I was a villain and I captured Iron Man and I locked him in like a holographic jail cell, like,
Uh-huh.
but I left his Iron Man suit.
Gotcha.
Like, he still has his Iron Man suit, so if he does have a chance to get out, he has his Iron Man suit to wreck some stuff up if he gets out.
I feel like that's a comic book problem almost as well.
I guess I don't read enough comics, even though I know
Yeah.
a lot about comics.
Well, you also watch like the animated series and stuff, and I feel like some of those have that kind of same issue. For the
Yeah,
most
but I mean,
part.
it's a cartoon. You expect it to be a little...
Yeah.
But like,
Well,
when you want me to... It's live action. You want me to take it seriously? It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially because, it's the MCU. We gotta have jokes.
Exactly. I was gonna say.
Because like, there's a part, all of them are going to war, and one guy runs out, and he just gets shot up. But then they make a joke about it. It's a joke. Like, the music stops, and it seems like this serious moment, like, oh, geez, that person just died. But then, like, joke.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of rough. Yeah, I'm so happy I'm just not into those kind of movies in general and stuff. Makes it a lot easier.
I think I saw. Is there something that Quentin Tarantino's doing a movie now? It's supposed to. He's working on one.
Oh, I don't know, but if he is, it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go watch it in theaters. It'll be nice. I wonder, do you think it's gonna be another like Western?
I don't know.
Because he's kind of been in a very Western mood.
I think I saw something that he did a tweet about and was kind of bashing Marvel.
Oh yeah.
And people attacked him, but it's like, he's got a point. I mean, we are just getting a lot of the same cookie cutter stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if he doesn't like a movie, he's gonna let it known.
I also saw Knock at the Cabin.
Oh yeah. I've seen trailers for that. I'm just like not interested.
It wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it's a rental. Like, it's one that if you rent it, like,
okay.
oh yeah, that wasn't bad. I'm probably never gonna watch it again.
Was it a horror movie?
No. Okay. So spoilers for this because Quentin don't care about this.
Yeah.
But if you're watching and haven't seen Knock at the Cabin, interested, just stop.
Just stop. Just leave. Go home.
Just if you don't care, continue
to
listening.
bed.
I'll try to put a timestamp, but editing's a bitch sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, so basically what it is there's this gay couple, and they adopted a daughter, and they're staying at this cabin. And in the beginning, the daughter's like playing outside, and Batista comes.
Batista?
Yeah, Batista's in it.
Okay.
And he says that your family's going to have to make a tough decision, and I'm sorry you have to make it, but it has to be done. And he has a group of people coming with weapons, and he tells the little girl, like, when we knock, just let us in. It'll be a lot easier that way.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't let them in, so they have to break in. And they basically tell them that one of you has to be you have to kill one of the others. So out of the two married men and their adopted daughter, they have to kill one of them.
Okay.
And for every hour they don't, a plague will be set off on mankind.
Okay.
And as each hour passes, they kill one of the people. Batista, there's four of them. One of them, they kill each other. And it says, like, a part of humanity has been judged and a huge disaster happens. And that's basically the plot of the movie.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a rental.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the trailer for it, their like slogan was "Would you save yourself or all of mankind?" kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's the
Yeah,
thing.
and I was just kind of like, "Oh, great, oh, great,
Yeah,
sure."
well, it's supposed to signify the four horsemen
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
and the four like aspects of humanity that they know. One of them is malice, nurture, guidance,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget what the fourth. I think the fourth one is just like love.
Hope. I don't know.
Might have been hope.
Yeah, it just sounds like one of those cheesy kind of B movie kind of things.
But yeah, surprisingly for an M Night Shyamalan film, did not
Oh
have a
yeah,
twist ending.
that's why I didn't want to go see it because I saw it was M Night Shyamalan and I was like,
Do you not
nope.
like M Night Shyamalan?
I fucking hate M Night Shyamalan.
This is a new thing I'm learning.
I really just it irritates me. It's like he can write good stories and stuff, but then like he has to have a twist in there, and it's just like kind of ruins.
I think
the
it's
whole
just
thing.
because it became his thing, man. So it's
Yeah.
like, hey, he didn't put a twist in this one. Breaking.
Breaking new ground.
Yeah. What was the twist of Avatar? The thought that you'd get a sequel?
I don't think Avatar was a M Night.
The Last Airbender was an M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh shit! What was the twist in that?
There was no twist.
I feel like there was kind of a twist.
That's why I said it was the twist that they thought they'd get a sequel because the end credit scene is Ozai talking to Zuko's sister.
Yeah.
Like to go
Azula.
after them, like, oh, second movie. But it never happened.
Yeah, I think the twist was like something about that. Maybe we'll see. What if he just came and dropped Avatar 2 on us? Just out of nowhere, no trailers,
Oh
no
my
nothing.
gosh.
Just like now in theaters, Avatar Book 2.
Jeez, I mean, the kid that played Aang, that was so long ago.
Yeah, they would have to recast.
You know, I was watching the kill count for Dead Meat on Scream 4,
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying that it'd be 10 years before we'd get Scream 5. And I was like, holy shit, Scream 4 came out that many years ago?
Yeah.
And now we're getting Scream 6 like in a week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I've only watched.
Ghostface has a shotgun now.
Oh shit.
And
Never
he's
mind.
in New York.
Ooh. Okay. I've never seen a Scream movie.
You've never seen a Scream movie?
I don't think I've ever seen a Scream movie.
Do you know? Have you heard any things about who the killers were?
Yeah. Of course. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I was gonna say because if you have like, oh, we're gonna watch those.
I think the only thing that I've I mean, if you like put a list up and said like who's the killer, I'd be like I have no fucking idea. I think my only frame of reference for those is actually like the scary movies.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny, but those do
They need
spoil
I think
it.
they got to bring Scary Movie back.
That was a weird time period for us because I think the first Scary Movie came out, and then after that, because it was a movie parody of all other movies kind of thing,
Yeah.
that we just started getting flooded with other parody movies.
I think they were good up till 3, possibly. I kind of feel
I-
like I enjoyed 3, but then like 4 and 5 I heard were terrible. I haven't seen them, but
Yeah.
I think I heard that they're not good.
Yeah. I feel
I
the
think
same.
because 4 and 5 were straight to video.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can do more with that. I don't know.
Parents, I mind. Have you seen what's that one with that guy? It's one of the Wayans brothers. And
That
it's
one with the guy.
It's one of the Wayans brothers, and they're they're making fun of the haunted Paranormal Activity.
I have seen that
I
one.
think it's called Haunted House.
Something. No, I don't think it's called Haunted House.
Oh,
I know exactly what you're talking about. I have seen that one.
That one made me laugh.
That one was pretty good. It had some good jokes in
The
it.
second one made me laugh with is Glacius.
Oh, I think I've maybe seen
It's
that
got
one
Fluffy,
as well.
and he's
Yeah.
like, because he's like doing lawn work, and there's like, oh, how much? Like, how much? He's like, oh, just because I'm Mexican, you think I do lawn work? And he actually does.
Yeah.
And then like, he's like, oh, what's your name? And he has like, he says like his first, has like a bunch of things, and then he says like a really white, like Frank.
Yeah.
Like his last name is Frank. And he's like, oh, then why does it say like it's like like a Spanish name?
Yeah.
And it's like, would you trust your lawn with a guy named Frank?
I have seen this because that joke does sound familiar. Play any good video games lately?
No.
No?
Like I said, I've been kind of focused on my goals and having to constantly
Oh, yeah,
tweak
yeah.
them. Like, okay, I can do this at this time. I'm trying to do it all, but now I'm kind of like, okay, you know what? I think some of these are just going to have to go to the back burner, and I can touch up on them later in the year.
It kind of feels like you're so focused on, like, organizing your goals that you haven't gotten started on them. But
I have gotten
yeah,
started
you
on
have,
them,
yeah,
but
of
like,
course.
It's
Balance.
balancing the time for all of this so I can get all of it done. It's like, okay, work out. Okay, this now. Okay, this now.
That is gotta be rough.
Starting to draw more. I think I said last time I'm taking the Proco class. Me and Joey are.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Joey's actually interested in being on the podcast.
Yeah.
And now that I know we can do phones, we could actually probably get him on without him having to physically be here and find a time.
He could just be at his house on call with
or
us for an hour.
At work.
Or at work. Are you sure about?
He does what my brother does, so he's not like constantly busy. He like takes care of people,
gotcha.
So there would be some downtime.
Even then, that's kind of a no-no. Even doing that at work, no matter how chill it is.
My brother would bring the person here and sleep while they're just like
here
just like watching TV.
Well, it's still
wasn't supposed to do that.
That's
but
a no-no.
He did
definitely.
It.
That'd be like taking him to Disney World, just and like you're riding rides and they're watching you ride rides. That'd be weird.
Honestly, I'm wondering, will I ever go to Disney World?
Probably.
Like, do I feel the need?
Yeah,
to
I was gonna say if you
age?
don't feel the need to go,
like,
it doesn't
if
matter.
I have kids, maybe I will. But at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't really feel like it's all that special.
Yeah, it's like
I see my friends posting. Some friends post about like they think they go every year.
I'm at the point where I don't believe other people actually exist.
Yeah.
Because, I see stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm very anti-everything, that I'm just like, you're just feeding the machine, and the machine's
Disney
gonna...
owns too much.
Yeah.
They're gonna get fed either way.
Yeah. Whether or not they have to break down your house doors to do it or not. Suck you dry while you're in your bed sleeping. Yeah. So no video games?
No, I want to get back on Final Fantasy. But I want to do it when I can figure out how to live stream it just so I can do that. Because it's like, you know what? I'll do it if I can get some following on Twitch or something.
Yeah, PlayStation's a little bit interesting with that. I'm not too keen on that. But I played Hi-Fi Rush. And that was really good.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, and then I watched somebody play Atomic Hearts for a little bit, and it looks like a really good game. There's a lot of controversy behind it right now and everything, but I do not care.
Which game is it?
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Hearts.
Yeah.
What kind of...
Controversy?
Well, no, what kind of game?
It's a first-person shooter.
First-person shooter. What's
world.
The controversy?
It's a Russian game. That's the controversy. It's just a Russian game made by Russian people.
I think that's kind of dumb.
It is kind of dumb.
I mean...
It's practically the same controversy with the whole Hogwarts Legacy game. With how it's J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like, those two controversies are equivalent.
But I mean, it's not like she personally looked at every nook and cranny of the making of this game.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like, okay, so J.K. Rowling one doesn't matter controversy-wise. Do you care that Atomic Hearts was made by Russian people?
Okay, you gotta tell me, what's going on in the news right now with Russia on why...
It's still
something
just
about nuclear wars, I'm guessing. That's usually the shtick.
I don't even know. We're about to get into a fight with China.
Oh.
Over the spy balloon.
The spy,
Did you not know? Did you know about that? Oh my god. Okay, so
it's funny you say you're living where like nothing exists, but you know the news. I'm living like in my own priorities.
Yeah.
I just nothing. I don't like recognize the news.
Yeah, so we had a balloon fly over like the East Coast, and I think it like made its route kind of along the coastline, if I remember correctly. It might have came from the west, but it flew over a bunch of the United States of America, and then once it got kind of out to a safe place, we shot it down, and it was a Chinese spy balloon.
It was a Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah, so it's kind of. I'm remembering a lot of memes from when it was shot down. I'm sorry.
Wait, is this where that whole space pod thing is?
Space pod? What?
Well, I just saw something with like a ball on the outskirts of the beach, and it's like the sands have arrived.
Sands have arrived? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I don't know if that's like an old picture or if
I don't know.
If it's like the thing they shot down, and now people are like making jokes about it, like, oh, it's a sand pod.
Oh, it might have been. That's funny. I don't know. It just kind of flew over. Probably took a lot of pictures, a lot of video, and we shot it down. And I don't know. It's kind of a whole thing. There's a lot of memes that I would have to show you about it. It's pretty funny, or you'd have to look into it. But that happened, and then we had the. Other than that, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Russia. I don't know what's going on with us in China. It's all backroom
Well, I
talks.
don't know, but it's not like it's just someone that wanted to make a game that happens to live in Russia. I don't think.
Yeah, well, it's a studio, and I'm just like, yeah, they're not a part of the government. They're not.
I mean, if we found out the studio was like, oh yeah, they're the studios that.
The Kremlin.
They're the studios that worked behind this that were responsible for the concentration camps.
Yeah.
They have several businesses they look into. They have a taco shop. They're like Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Did you know we have Mr. Beast burgers here?
Where?
At Perkins.
Oh. I did
You
not.
can get a Mr. Beast burger.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I was door dashing and like
Someone ordered a Mr.
someone
Beast
that was like
burger?
Mr. Beast because they didn't tell me to go to Perkins. They told me to go to the Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, just send me there, and like it's around where Perkins was, but there's like hotels
Yeah.
and all the other stuff. I'm like, I feel like I'd have noticed this place if it was here.
Uh-huh.
And then it was like, oh, it's inside Perkins, so I go inside Perkins, and
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's like the Mr. Beast.
What? The burger?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
it
related
is.
to the YouTuber guy.
Yeah,
if
it is.
TikTok guy, it is.
It
Yeah.
is. That's the thing.
I even asked the guy, like, is that supposed to be like the guy from TikTok? And it's like, I don't know, man. I just saw it on DoorDash. I was like, oh, I gotta try this.
See, that's the thing is like, it's actually a really smart business model that Mr. Beast did. Is that he doesn't? There's not a single Mr. Beast restaurant, like at all. So what he does is he goes to companies and other businesses and says, "Hey, do you want to sell my burger? You get a cut of the profits, I get a cut of the profits, and all that." And they go, "Yes," and that's how that happens. Like, there's just like, probably some Starbuckses somewhere that you can get a Mr. Beast burger. Our Perkins,
Like, okay, yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of business it is, if they
Well, 'cause
agree
he's so
to
popular, the intrigue alone will get him business. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I want to try this burger, but honestly,
That's-
am I expecting it to taste any different from a regular burger that I've eaten before?
It's supposed to just be a really good burger, but that's the thing is like that's old. That's old news. That's been happening for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm out of touch, Quentin.
I know. I'm out of touch with certain things. You're out of touch with certain things. Welcome to the the Tinkle Hoy podcast of being out of touch.
Yeah.
The out of touch edition.
We don't have lives. We just go to work, go home, do our hobbies, and sleep.
Do our hobbies. I just love the idea of just do our hobbies like we're Sims.
Maybe we are.
I'm pretty sure we are. Really bad at Sims, apparently.
Really? You played it?
No, well, of course I've played it, but we're just really bad
Like recent?
Sims.
Oh.
Recently I
There's some
wouldn't.
character out there thinking like, no, why are you wasting your life?
That reminds me of Therapy Gecko.
Therapy
Something.
Gecko.
Yeah, he's also a podcaster. He's a solo podcaster where he dresses up in a gecko outsuit and he has people call in and they confess or say something to him and he just kind of gives out therapy to them. But he had this one person call in who was just like, I built an avatar of myself, like a little toy of himself. And then he was like, and I just wanted to give him like the best life ever. So I built him a car, a house. I built him a family. And he's like, it made me like appreciate life and everything. Like he compared it to like how God felt about us. And he's like, it's made me a better person. Like I talk to my family more.
That's
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly. It's very interesting. I always get snippets of his podcast.
I think I saw something like that in a. Have you seen Psychopaths, the old anime?
I have not.
But I think there was something like that in Psychopaths.
Someone builds an avatar of themselves.
Well, no, there was like you can go inside that compute like the world, the world, and they have like little hubs, and the hub she went into, she was asking advice to a guy. Because in the episode, they find out the person murdered, that was his avatar, and he's been dead for like months now. And he says, but I just talked to him like yesterday. So who was the one controlling his avatar?
Yeah, gotcha. That's interesting.
Psychopaths is a good anime. I honestly think I think they can make a Western version of it, like a CSI. Why are you laughing?
Because we already. So you're just saying they should make a new CSI where it's just in the future, a little bit.
I mean, it's not exactly like the. You know the premise kind of world of Psychopaths.
Kind of. All I know is microwave gun, necessarily, and also just like, yeah, breaking the rules or anything is like just punishable by death. Is all I really know.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's like, so yeah, everyone has a Psychopaths, and it's done by a color.
Yeah.
And basically, anything that can make that color murky, if your color becomes very like murky, they say like that, then it means that you are.
Oh, you're more likely.
You are like a what's the word I'm thinking about? Like when. It's possible for something to happen, but like they say something criminal. I forget what they say, like advocate criminal.
Advocate criminal. I get what you mean. They're more likely to commit a crime.
Like they could possibly commit crimes.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's basically that, and it's interesting because in that show, the police are also have psychopaths that are murky.
Yeah.
And they're looked down upon, but they have like basically there's them and then there's someone above them that's supposed to have a clear psychopath.
Yeah.
So they don't like go into the nitty-gritty stuff. They send the other ones there because, seeing all that stuff can do a
number on
your psyche, on your mind.
Exactly.
But it's interesting just because they say like say that there's like cameras that will check your psychopaths just like if you're just walking down the street.
Mm-hmm. Social credit score.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. What reality do you think we're slowly getting closer and closer to? Because I feel like we're definitely getting closer to the cyberpunk world.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just one more thing about that, because the main villain, since I just saw that episode a few weeks ago where he got introduced, for some reason his psychopath is clear.
Yeah.
And everyone's wondering why right now in the series.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah.
Because he just like murders a chick and like, I'm going to murder her. And it's like, and you're not going to be able to shoot me because the guns they have
work off
only
of the colors,
only like activate if the person they're aiming at, psychopath, is
murky.
Like at a point that says like, yeah, they're like way over the edge.
Yeah.
Like you can execute this person because they are a criminal.
Yeah. That's nice.
So yeah, I'm wondering what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's 3 seasons, but I think season 3 has like an entirely different
Cast
group
and
of
everything.
characters.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that when I get there.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Of way of life, wouldn't it?
But
You
I don't
just had
know
a
what we're
psychopath.
going towards because I mean, there's everyone talking about the. I mean, I know it's old news, but like talking about the virtual world and people were buying virtual landscape.
Yeah, the NFTs and
The
the
NFTs.
meta world, the metaverse.
The weird thing is though, on paper, NFTs sound like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. On paper, it sounds like a good idea, but also it's kind of interesting because, in a way, NFTs aren't necessarily new. Because that was like the whole thing with the Indians when we came over, is because they didn't think we could buy land. They didn't think that was a thing. So we got land cheap from the Indians because they're like, oh, you want to buy this land? Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to buy the
I'm not
sky
educated
too?
enough to know
Yeah.
the things about that. I mean, we technically can't. There's just someone that was in high enough power that was able to make the rules to benefit themselves. And
Yeah.
now we're where we're at.
Yeah. But essentially, like, if you buy a piece of land now, it's essentially like an NFT, but it's a physical place that you can go to. That's the only problem that we have with the whole metaverse and NFT stuff, is it's all digital. The second we build or make a...
That was my thought. I was like, okay, you're buying land digital, but like, who's controlling and making this land for you to buy?
NFT architects. I don't know. That's kind of funny to think
NFT
about.
architects.
I'm joking. The whole idea behind like a piece of digital land that is like also an NFT, because NFT stands for non-fungible token, is that the piece of land you're buying is unique. That would be the thing. But in order for it to be unique, there would have to be a limited number of it. But I'm thinking the second...
So over here, like, are we going into the Ready Player One world?
Yeah.
Like, everything's just so depressing. People just go online to just live
Yeah, honestly, but that's the thing, is like, that's what we need for that to really catch on, is there to be like one place you go for virtual reality, where it's like, if you want to play a game, you can. You
that
just gotta go to that world and then go to the game, and then that's how you start playing the game.
Capitalism, it would never happen. There would just be one. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like 3 big ones and a bunch of niche small ones that the big ones eventually buy.
We kinda are there. It just needs changing a little bit, because I have a Valve Index, right? And it's interesting because I can essentially do what I just explained, where I turn on the headset, I put it on, and it takes me to my Steam home. And that's the thing. That's where it's different, is because like I'm by myself. Like no one can join me. I don't see anybody else. But all my games are there, and I can pick what game I want to play, and then it takes me to the game. So this.
You have like an Oculus, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I have an Index.
Oh.
It's really good. But the second where I turn on my headset and I put it on, and it takes me somewhere where there's a bunch of people who are all like, I don't know what game I'm going to play, like thinking about it, or like getting ready to play a game or something. That's the second where we're so close to Ready Player One.
So yeah.
Or Sword Art Online, where like I go in and then someone stabs me with the knife and I die in real life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Was it a knife? It was a gun, wasn't it? I forget what it was called.
Well, you're talking about season 3 when the person was killing people
IRL. Yeah.
And they thought that it was the whole thing of die in the game, die in real life.
But it wasn't. It's like a gun. Like a specific gun that just does it, or a knife.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever get back into Sword Art Online. I hear it's good now.
What do you mean? Oh, with like the...
Well, I saw like we have like a blonde Kirito.
Yeah.
And I heard that season was like, oh, dude, it's so good. You gotta watch it. I'm like...
The blonde Kirito that like wheels around Kirito in a wheelchair. That one?
Yeah, I saw him in a wheelchair. I don't know what happened.
So weird. I don't know either, and I'm just like,
I
sort
just think
of.
like, what's like, they're fighting in this virtual world for what exactly?
They're living there. It's
They're,
not
like,
even
living,
like I don't
living
even
there?
know.
Are they stuck in there still?
I was gonna say I don't know if they're in a game or if that's like they just like went down a totally different route where it's like alternate universe. This is the world they live in.
That's not so bad. I mean, I think for series to really glow, sometimes they have to evolve past their original premise.
Yeah, past it, backwards.
Like, have you seen Talentless Nana?
Talentless Nana? No, I have not.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna spoil at least the first episode.
Yeah, go for it.
Because even though it's supposed to be a big thing, so basically, Talentless Nana is there's these group of students on this island.
I feel like I know
And
exactly
they have
what.
superpowers.
I remember
and
this now.
They said,
Yeah.
we're on this island to train you guys because there's a big threat that you have to be prepared to fight.
Mm-hmm.
But the school's actually a grounds to send them there to kill them.
Yeah.
And the main character, Nana, she has to pretend that she can read people's minds.
Yeah.
But she can't, but she has to use her deduction skills and all that stuff.
I remember this. I remember not liking this show.
I actually really loved it.
Yeah. But she's the killer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
that's
she evolves past that.
Yeah.
Because right now in the manga, they're no longer on the island, and Nana's no longer trying to kill. Has the objective of wanting to kill the students.
Uh-huh. So it reverse Danganronpa?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it evolved past it. Like Attack on Titan evolved past it. Like if you talked back to me like back when season 1 came out, it's like, oh, what do you think of the show? Like, what do you think's in that basement? Is it some secret like scientist thing on how the Titans were made and Aaron's father's responsible for Titans taking over humanity?
I forget about all that, but yeah. And then now
you forget
it's
about the mystery of how Attack on Titan's like set up to be entirely different.
Yeah.
And then now if you know this and go back and watch those episodes, like, yeah, you guys don't know society's still going on. And you guys are about 100 years behind everyone else.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
They're like 100 years behind.
They're living in the medieval times and like everyone else is.
And then the people that know the truth, they've purposely been trying to keep them
in the dark
and behind so that no one learns the truth.
Yeah.
So they would murder people.
I feel like when my dad gets to those episodes, he's not going to like it. He's going to be like, now it's weird. This is too weird now.
I mean, I think it gets really good.
Yeah, that's interesting, though, because I feel like he likes the premise more.
Well, I mean, season 1 and 2, like Titans, action, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then season 3, it gets super political because now we're learning the conspiracy of the walls and all that stuff. And then the second half of season 3 goes back to Titans and fighting.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to think of a show that went past.
But yeah, you see
its
like a guy that was like making a kind of gun and they kill him.
Uh-huh.
And it's like it would have been like a pretty advanced gun for the time.
Yeah.
And then also it's not fully stated, but if you put together Armin's parents that were going to leave the wall in a hot air balloon, they shot it down.
Yeah.
Killed them.
Interesting.
They would kill scientists and all that stuff to keep them in the dark. That's why when you meet Kenny and his group, they have these weapons, and it's like, what the heck is this? This is like unlike anything we've seen before.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah. But hey, we're eventually going to get the ending to Attack on Titan.
Eventually.
Yeah, we're getting Attack on Titan final season, part 3.
Yeah.
Volume 1.
Goddamn. Book 4.
Basically, yeah. That's how it is. It's like,
Fire and Ice.
how long have we been in the final season now?
I remember hearing some people complaining about that hardcore. It's like, don't call it a final season if you're just going to do parts. Like,
I know.
Just say part. Just say part, and then like everyone would be like, okay, part 4 is where it ends. Instead of just like final season, part 4. But I'm trying to think of a show that progresses past where it starts, and I'm not entirely sure I could put my finger on it. Another one where it just like premise entirely changes.
I kind of feel like Black Lagoon started going more towards maybe eventually. What's the scarred up chick's name?
Balalaika.
I kind of feel like it was going towards maybe them eventually taking her down.
Oh no. Oh no. God no.
You don't think so?
No, she's the only one that treats them right. She understands like their capabilities, which to me is just like, yeah, no, she's like family to them. She essentially would be a part of their crew if she wasn't a leader kind of thing. But that would be terrifying. I don't know if they would be able to do that because they're the only group that like have professional military
I don't know.
training.
I kind of feel like it was maybe aiming towards Rock becoming that person.
Rock could, in theory, but
I don't think you've seen the bloodshed of
No.
Is it Rosalina or Rosita?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
Roberta?
about. Roberta. I have not. I need to, but I could definitely see
surprised.
that because he is
You got the
a
DVD.
thinker. I do have the DVD. God, I had one in my head and you interrupted me with Black Lagoon and now I can't remember. Oh, I was gonna say Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf.
I've actually wanted to rewatch that, but because of this damn TV, it doesn't have Verve or Crunchyroll. I have to go on my PS4. I think that's why I'm so behind on anime.
Yeah, it's hard now to watch.
It just has Funimation. Yeah, it's like I
Yeah.
have to go more out of my way. I got to get a Roku stick and plug it in the back so I can just
switch quickly.
Yeah, which I think is kind of BS that this Samsung TV doesn't have Verve or Crunchyroll, especially since most of Funimation's library is moving to Crunchyroll.
Yeah. Just get fucked, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting to, I even asked them, like, so will I be able to get, like, these apps? Like, oh, yeah, you should be able to. I didn't think that there was, like, restricted apps only for that one. And I thought, like, of all things, Verve and Crunchyroll ain't gonna be
Restricted.
that. I mean, I can get it on my phone and get it on an iPhone, all these things.
Mm-hmm.
It should pop up, right? It's not there. Where is it?
Huh.
Also, I've been getting into D&D and learning more and more of the rules.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're literally watching The Legend of Vox Machina.
Yeah, season 2.
You know what Vox Machina is, right?
I didn't know it was D&D until Jenny told me.
Yeah.
Because she asked me if I watch it, and it's like, oh yeah, I watch it. It's pretty good. And it's like, oh, did you know it's a D&D camp? Like,
Yeah.
Based on their Critical Role's D&D campaign. I was like, I did not, but that makes so much sense now.
Yeah. It's funny. My dad was watching it. He's like, have you seen this? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he was on the last episode and he was saying something about like something. And I was just like, oh, wait till you get to this part or wait till you get to the ending. Blah, blah. It's like, it's great. And he's like, how do you know? Like, how do you know? And I'm like, I know because I know everything that's going to happen. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, I've seen this before. He was so confused. He was like, there's no way. This is the last episode.
You fucking Marty'd your dad?
Yeah, Marty'd my dad. Is pretty
I've
good.
seen it before. How could you see it before? It's brand new.
Yeah, I was explaining it to him. Oh, no, yeah. He was like, hey, have you seen this show? And it's like, yeah, I finished it. It's done. Blah, blah. And he's like, how can you do that? Like, have you seen the new episode? And I'm like, I don't need to watch the new episode because I know what happens. I want to.
So you're telling me you've listened to Critical Role?
Yeah, I've listened to all of it except their third campaign. I haven't listened to all of that one.
Their latest campaign?
Yeah, their newest. Or they might be on their fourth.
I don't know. I just barely started listening because their videos are like 3 hours long. I'm like, yeah.
Exactly.
Doing my job while I'm doing this, and
that's what I would do.
Because all the other podcasts I'm just doing like an hour long, and one of the podcasts I'm like on the last 6 episodes because they stopped podcasting, and I'm sad. I'm like, I just got 6 more episodes, and then I can't listen to this guy anymore.
Wow, that's interesting.
I can, but I'd just be
re-listening. I wonder if they're gonna do what I think they're gonna do with this one, because then it might be just like a 3rd season or something. I want to know if they're gonna do my favorite one, which was campaign 2. I want to know if they're gonna do that because that would be fun.
What happened in campaign 2? Just kind of.
It's new characters entirely.
Oh, there's not Vox Machina no
nope,
more.
not Vox Machina. I think they're the Mighty Nine.
The Mighty Nine.
Yeah, they're pretty. It's pretty good.
Why do I just imagine like Donald, just a bunch of Donald Ducks, like the Mighty Ducks? You said the Mighty Nine, and I just pictured a bunch of like roided out ducks.
Yeah, no, that's funny. So like Travis, how he plays Grog here, Grog Barbarian, all that. Second season, total different character. He's like a little kind of weakling person in season 2.
I'm kind of understanding how we should have played D&D, but we didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
It's
actually also
why I'm
learned
upset.
that we didn't have to roll for everything we did.
No, we don't. It's dependent on the dungeon master
So yeah.
and stuff. Because like I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, notice how every action we took, Travis had us roll.
Well, yeah, because sometimes if you take actions, you got to roll.
Yeah, but like every action he had us roll.
But like, what do you mean every action? Like attacking?
Like even just like moving just a few inches closer to them.
No, he didn't have us roll for like all of that.
I swear he did.
No, but like if you were trying
I
to
got
do
bad
something.
memories. This is the DM that let Gunnu do that thing he did to me.
I was gonna say if you wanted to do like 5 backflips while running to somebody, then yes, you have to roll.
Yeah,
but yeah, just moving, no. Attacking, you still have to roll. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually want to do some one shots. Would you be interested, man? Do some one shots?
I would love to do some one shots. You just would have to make
We just have
kind
to
of a
make
one-shot.
time, figure out.
build. I say just do a haunted house one shot. Just do like a
Well,
4.
I kind of want to do their honey heist one they have.
Their
just
honey
kinda
heist, yeah.
modify it a bit.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna. I don't want to say any spoilers or anything for it, but I know it's coming because it's got to come either in this season or at the end or like next season. But do you want me to say it?
Nah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I doubt they'll do it. It's not a part of the main story. But yeah.
Well, I have noticed that some characters are missing because I'm listening to their first campaign now while I'm working.
Yeah, there's some controversies and stuff.
And just it's funny just listening to like some things that happen to him like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I messed up, or like they're doing something and it works out so well.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, damn, I guess this is how I should have played D&D. I should have gotten more into the character
Exactly.
and not been like talking in third person.
Yeah.
I tell them this.
Exactly. That's is something that frustrated me because I would just be my character is what I would do.
I'm learning, man.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I feel like definitely if we were gonna do a D&D campaign, it'd just be like,
Well, I mean,
okay,
Travis is down. My friend Toby's down.
yeah, it'd be like,
I think
okay,
we just need
everyone.
at least one more people. I'm down to DM for the honey heist one.
Hunter does a lot of D&D. He's quite verbose in it.
Well, I mean, we're doing like basic like
He-
RPG.
He wouldn't mind.
He wouldn't mind.
He wouldn't mind.
Because from what I see, the honey heist, you just have it's just 6 die, and there's just passes and fails.
Just sounds like you're playing a board game.
Basically, I guess. Yeah. I mean, because you have you're doing a heist. You have 3 for criminal, 3 for whatever animal you are,
Uh-huh.
and depending on the action you do, if it's more of if it's more what your animal would do, then you roll for that, and you got to get equal to
Uh-huh.
or less than. If you get higher, it's a fail.
Uh-huh.
And if you if things happened, but your criminal or animal one can go up higher, and you don't want it to go to 6 because then you lose.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're playing a board game. It's not even D&D.
Is D&D not a board game?
No, well, no, it's more than just a board game, though, is what I'm saying. It just sounds like we're playing snakes and ladders.
There's a lot more intricate things.
We're just playing snakes and ladders.
But we can do our own things.
Candyland.
You want to smack that bartender in the face? Go do it to see if it happens.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
What did you want to do in D&D when we were playing? Was there anything like...
Oh,
Because
is it time for
Gunner-
me to reveal this?
Gunner went full off the rails. I don't even think that was in his character to do that.
So, I was a spy.
You were a spy.
I was an undercover agent for our enemies, and at some point I was gonna betray the group and kill somebody.
You should have killed Gunner.
I was debating on it.
You knew this from the get-go, or Travis told you this?
I knew this from the get-go. It was how I made my character.
It was how you made your character.
Yeah, and Travis loved it, and so like I don't know if you remember, but I would get letters, right? Travis would be like, hey, by the way, Quentin, you have a letter.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he'd be like, read it at your discretion, and he would send me a letter, and it would be like orders and stuff, and I was like, okay, sweet, fine.
Well,
like
Travis told me I was gonna get brainwashed, and it would be my opportunity to kill Gunner's character.
And the funny thing is, I probably would have let it happen because it's like I know I'm gonna betray you guys at some point. I was legit.
So like you were a third-party betrayer, or the person we were against betrayer?
Person we were against, or like a third party, like one of the rival.
So you wouldn't have been
empires.
part of the group that brainwashed me.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have. I would have I probably would have taken the prisoner and escaped with the prisoner.
Oh my god. Well, you just blew my mind.
Yeah, it was like that's why I was like the most upset with us just going, "Oh, let's do a new one." It's like we didn't even get to the good parts of our campaign cuz the first like couple sessions are always going to be a little dull.
Yeah.
Especially when you're low level and stuff.
Well, I mean, we didn't fully know how to play. Now that I kind of listened to them, kind of like, okay, I kind of understand what I should do, what I shouldn't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Should actually, like, look at my inventory, see what I got.
Mm-hmm. It would have been nice.
Yeah.
Lorraine, the spy bard. That's why I didn't. I never revealed that, right?
Revealed what?
I didn't know how to play any instruments as a bard, because that was a cover up. That was a lie.
Wait a minute. So
every time,
would you have had to have rolled with disadvantage then?
I did every single time, and it worked.
I can't fully say.
Yeah.
If I believe you, you rolled, if it worked each time.
It did. It did for the most part. It worked enough.
Because there was that time we became pop idols and had to perform.
Yeah, which was terrifying for me because I'm like, I have to do every roll for this with disadvantage, and it somehow worked. It was great storytelling from my point of view because it's like my character barely knows how to play an instrument, like enough to fake it, but not well enough to like do any like charming or persuasion with a thing. So just being like, perform for me, and just being like, okay, you're gonna do acrobatics, you do fireworks, all of that stuff that we did was just so that we could maybe survive. Because it was like, we can't depend on me. I will not be able to do it.
But you did it even with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Damn, I did not. That blows my mind. I wish we would have continued that campaign.
That's also why I was mad when you guys were pushing it. Like, oh, we'll just have our superstar perform, and it's like, fucking stop! No, I am not a serious. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. It was fantastic.
That's fantastic. Damn, did not know that.
Yeah, I was a officer in the army, or I was like an enlisted logistics or something officer. So yeah, I was sending them details on where the prisoner is or was. Every time like we
learned something new.
Yeah, I would tell my higher ups.
So wait, why did your characters want the prisoner?
Is money.
Money
is my job. That was it.
So you didn't know what was so important about this prisoner either?
Nope.
Dang.
See, exactly. Like, I was still in the dark, and I was still learning things with you guys, but I was just doing it for a different reason.
Wow, I would have... Damn.
Exactly.
I wanted to go to the timeline where we finished that campaign.
I know.
And that moment happens, and just...
You're brainwashed, you kill Gunner, and then I'm just like... Oh, Bunny, come here. We gotta unbrainwash Jack. And then I stab Bunny in the back and kill her.
Who was... Oh.
Yeah, it was Ernst.
Bunny the other one?
It was Ernst, yeah.
Bunny was the other one that did that to me?
I believe so. we would have got revenge.
Was it Newvine or Ernst?
Ernst.
It was Ernst.
Ernst was Bunny. Newvine, I don't remember their character's name.
Well, no, it was Ernst or Newvine, because
Yeah.
one of them held me down while
It
Gunner
was
did the
Newvine.
deed.
It was Newvine.
And Travis just let that happen.
Well, because you weren't there, so it was like, and also I didn't see it happen, so
I
I
was
couldn't even
there.
do anything. Oh, you didn't fight back, or
I
you
did fight
Oh
back,
yeah,
but
you
my
just
rolls
failed.
were shitty. Like, Travis, you can't have someone come up like, wait, what are
he
you doing
could've.
over
He
there?
could've.
Like,
They planned it though, and you fell for it. It was just like, hey,
why did fucking
come here in this dark alley with me alone. Like in that case, you just can't trust people like
I guess so.
as if they're your friends' because as far as you know, these are random people.
Well, I didn't take that in consideration
Yeah.
while we were playing that.
Exactly,
that
because like how
we're strangers.
I was gonna say, isn't that how Vox Machina kind of starts? They're all strangers for the
No,
most part.
the TV series, they're already a group.
Oh, gotcha.
Just starts with them, drinking and being like,
I think that's
yeah,
how
we're Vox Machina.
that's how the campaign starts in itself too.
Yeah.
But the Mighty Nine.
There's no origin campaign.
Yeah, the Mighty Nine, the second one, it starts from the very beginning where they don't know each other at all, and then they all kind of just meet up circumstantially.
Damn.
Yeah,
Quentin Tarantino's next movie, The Mighty Nine.
the Mighty Nine. Like that one's still my favorite. Like this one's good, but Mighty Nine is really good.
Hateful Eight was good.
You're talking about Quentin Tarantino movies. I'm talking about Vox or Critical Role.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm enjoying because now I'm getting more into I'm getting more like, oh yeah, it's the next step above. Like, you know what? When you stopped being a kid and stopped being able to run around with your toy stores pretending you're this, you jumped to D&D then.
Yeah, some
Or
kids,
you LARPed.
Yeah, I was gonna say some kids were lucky and they got to do all of that at
Or you
once.
LARPed.
They LARPed in the day, and then at night they went home and played D&D.
Yeah, I've been actually asking my friends, and a lot of them freaking ask like, "What's D&D?"
Yeah, you should be like, want to find out?
I should have said that. But I'm like, hey, you watched Stranger Things, didn't you? You know that game they were playing? Yeah, it was that.
Oh shit! Oh, spoilers. I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna say it.
For what? Stranger Things?
And Critical Role.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too invested. I'm listening to the beginning and also watching this, so I imagine when it gets to this part of the campaign, I'm going to know where it's going when I'm listening to it.
No, you won't. I'm not gonna say it because it'll fuck you up.
Oh.
It'll fuck up a lot of things, but yeah.
Character dies, I'm sure. Characters have almost died, and I'm thinking like, what are you doing? All the characters died. Is it just like game over and checkpoint, or?
It's kind of depends on the dungeon master, because you could just be like new group, and then it's like, oh, your grandpa, died in battle, and you're going to investigate, and then you just kind of pick up from there. Or
like that one, what was it called with the knights?
I'm not sure.
It was the knights, and every time you died, you came back as a descendant, and they'd have different stats.
Oh yeah. Rogue Legacy.
I think.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Or you could just be like, yeah, new campaign, guys.
New camp, really? So no checkpoint? It's like we don't get to continue
Or
with these characters.
or you could do that, but that's kind of lame. It defeats the fear of death.
The fear of death.
You need to have the fear of death.
Yeah.
Of this character is gone forever.
Well, I mean, I can imagine that if a few die, but like I'm saying, everyone dies.
Yeah, but like that's the thing, is like that's the fear of death. Like this campaign is over, and its secrets may never be revealed.
Oh.
Yeah, I still need to ask Travis about that campaign. We need to ask him. We need to have him on the podcast. Ask him questions about that campaign and where it was going and what was happening, because he planned it out for the most part.
Well, yeah, but as a good DM, he was spry on his feet.
Yeah.
When it's like, did you always intend for us to become a pop idol group?
It's like, nope.
It's like, no, I didn't.
Multiple paths.
It's like being a dungeon master really, flexes your improv.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, this character did this and went completely off script to where I was wanting them to.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta quickly come up.
Yeah, I gotta
with new story beats.
Exactly. which is like I want to be a dungeon master, but I feel like I'm such a perfectionist with stories like that that I would have to sit down, write out the entire campaign, like the main story, and then fill in
I mean, if we could actually get like
branching paths.
if we can actually get the momentum on like actually week by week basis,
Yeah.
then you can just kind of you have that week to plan what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, I'm also kind of a procrastinator, so like
Yeah.
there will be a week where I don't plan shit, and then we have the day to play.
You'll be Akira Toriyama, man.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
okay,
say
these are the new villains.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
Fat guy and old guy. Like, no, we need something different from this. Okay, these are the two villains. These teenagers. Okay, how about this is my new villain, and he needs these two teenagers to reach his perfect form.
Mhm.
Like, we don't really like the way he looks.
The cell,
Yeah, they did not like Cell's first or second
so we had different forms.
look.
Oh,
But Akira Toriyama's favorite version of Cell is his second form.
where he's like kind of ugly looking.
He's ugly looking in all of them, but when he has lips,
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
that's
but
why
his
he
perfect form
used
is
that
nice.
form for the new movie.
Oh,
Would you want to watch that one?
I don't know, maybe.
Dragon Ball Superhero?
No, not really.
No, not really.
All I know is that Beerus has a crush. Not really a crush on Chile, but
Yeah.
likes her. Like, oh no, this human can live. If
Yeah.
I destroy
And-
Everything.
Why is Super twice? Because Akira Toriyama forgot that his new name was Dragon Ball Super.
He still thought it was Dragon Ball Tenkaichi? What am I doing?
I don't know what he thought it was.
GT.
But
He thought it was GT still. Dragon
the
Ball
double
GT.
super is an accident because he forgot he already had super in the. It could have just been Dragon Ball Super Hero.
Yeah, but it's superhero.
Yes.
That's nice.
I think you'd like it. Actually, I think it's more of the Dragon Ball aspects you like,
which is
more of like the classic Dragon Ball, like not too serious, not like
I'm not sure.
Because the way the grandson of Commander Red convinces this kid, the new guy, the doctor, to make the new androids.
Yeah.
He convinces them that Bulma is like a evil person wanting to take over the world.
Yeah, you've told me this.
Yeah.
Which is
And you
nice.
see the Trunks versus Frieza fight in real time.
Oh.
Yeah, because they monitor. They had like little surveillance ones.
Yeah.
Constantly watching them, and you see that, and you just see Frieza shoot the blast. Trunks he shoots the blast. Something happens. Frieza goes up. You just see Trunks slice him. Done. Like
Yeah.
in like
Over.
2 seconds that happens. It's like damn.
Mm.
So that was it in real time.
Just like, oh, I guess we won. Jesus.
No, they thought they were like alien invaders.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying from like Goku, Vegeta, everyone else's point of view of watching that fight of just Trunks just beating Frieza's ass in 2 seconds.
Well, they can follow it.
Oh yeah.
It's the anime thing. I've got so fast that my eyes can see faster. So that punch, it looks like it's coming in slow motion.
Yeah.
Which, wow, you know what? I wish that was a thing if we could just have that fucking, like a
Adrenaline.
mind that fast.
It's adrenaline.
But no, like, Hajime no Ippo was like, oh no, another punch is coming. Like,
Yeah,
I can't
okay.
dodge it.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that would still have to do with like adrenaline and
Yeah.
experience of like seeing the muscles tense and knowing that the punch is coming.
I
all
heard
that.
Blue Lock is good.
I've seen a little bit of Blue Lock. It does look good. I don't know if
You've
it's
seen
like
a bit?
I don't. Yeah, just here and
Like
there.
clips here and
Clips
there.
here
They
and
good
there.
clips.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, dude, you've seen Blue Lock? I wasn't interested in it at first. I thought like, I don't. It looks like it's trying to be Haikyuu, but I guess it's like
Squid Game soccer.
different. Is it Squid
I
Game
don't know. I have
soccer?
no idea. It just seems like there are some serious stakes to it.
Isn't there an all?
Like no death, just death.
You sure?
Yeah. There.
You're gonna have to watch Blue Lock and see if you're telling that that's actually the
I
case.
swear to God, they're playing this weird version of soccer in one of these clips where it's like 5 people, which is not enough for a soccer game, and they have to hit somebody with the soccer ball, and that eliminates them. And then the main character is running up to someone with the soccer ball, and he goes, "I don't want to die, I don't want to die," and then he kicks the ball somewhere else and hits like somebody else or gets close. So I think it's Squid Game soccer.
Maybe he was just thinking that as it's just in the game. I don't.
But also, yeah, I don't know if like he's like talking a literal death or like his career death, because that's also like another part of Blue Lock is becoming a good soccer player. But
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Like, I love Haikyuu. It's like, let's see if this thing can make soccer look intense.
Yeah, I was gonna say the animation looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of animations and stuff like that, I got my coworker onto Studio Ghibli films.
Yeah.
Because they have a daughter and they have a son on the way. And I was just like, hey, have these movies, watch these movies. Your kid will probably enjoy them and stuff. So I gave them Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, and Princess Mononoke. There's another one in there. I don't
Kiki's Delivery Service.
I don't have Kiki's Delivery Service. And
Ponyo.
No, I don't have Ponyo, but I told them Ponyo was good. There's a third one in there. I forget what it was. My Neighbor Totoro. And just those movies is like, hey, these are like super safe for your kids kind of movies.
Well, how old are their kids?
She's like 4. Yeah.
I say, is Little Witch Academia like too bad to show a kid? I don't know. I only saw a couple episodes, so I
feel
don't
like
know.
Little Witch Academia is weird to show a kid.
Think so?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. There's like a weird love angle thing in Little Witch Academia.
Oh.
That's why I like Studio Ghibli films, because he like doesn't care for romance in his movies. He's like, fuck romance. Like, he'll have romance in there, but it's never like
because he's a sad man.
Yeah, it's never just like normal romance though. It's like
the thing
parent-child thing kind of stuff.
His name is Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah, Hayao Miyazaki. Yeah,
looks more glum than Junji Ito.
Yeah,
who has a smile on his face.
Yeah, Junji Ito is a happy man, and I fucking love it.
Freaking horror things and bad things happening, but not freaking smiling, and Ghibli's doing the complete opposite.
Yeah.
The yin and yang of each other.
Fucking Hayao Miyazaki will be drawing and will be smoking a cigarette while he's doing it too. Junji Ito, have you seen Junji Ito react to like scary stuff?
I have not.
It's fucking hilarious. Because there's one where it's just
scary stuff did they have him react to?
They show him like a bunch. They show him like some anime ones. They show him some live action ones, and then there's a funny one where it's just like. It's like from K-On! Or something where their character just pops out and goes like, "Gwar," like in an anime style. And then he goes, "Oh, that was very spooky."
Check something.
Go ahead.
Before I ask you this question.
Yeah, Junji Ito is a happy man who draws very fucked up, disturbing shit. And Hayao Miyazaki is a sad man who draws really cutesy stuff and directs really cute movies. What was that one movie that he did that we watched that we didn't like? The cockroach witch? The witch? Remember? Would have been like 3.
Damn, it's escaping me.
It was that bad. The Roach Queen?
It was something in the witches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we go to our channel, which you should like and subscribe.
We already talked about that on the podcast?
We have, yeah.
I imagine.
That's one of the ones we reviewed. Earwig.
Earwig.
I didn't have to see. I just had to go.
Earwig and the Witches?
Earwig and the Witch, I think.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Would you be interested in going to watch Evil Dead Rise?
Do I need to even say any more?
No.
Looking at my face.
I guess not. Continues the Evil Dead franchise?
Fucking let it die.
Let it die?
Let it die. I will go watch it if you make me.
If I make you.
I'm not gonna enjoy it though.
You might.
It's gonna be like me watching It, where I just laugh at fucking everything.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it's gonna be like the other Evil Dead. It's supposed some Pete's parts are supposed to be comedic.
If it is gonna be comedic, I'm not gonna laugh.
Oh, you just sound so spiteful.
I am spiteful. That's still one of my favorite stories to tell. Is you guys taking me to watch It against my will? Kind of. I don't even remember.
I knew you. I knew you were gonna laugh. I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like Quinn's like because it was my second time watch. I feel like Quinn's gonna laugh when Georgie gets his arm bit off.
And I was sitting next to some random woman. Yeah, I was sitting next to some random woman, and she like yelps and like hides her face, and then I'm next to her laughing like a maniac. It wasn't even just like a little bit. I straight up went in this theater. And that is one of the best feelings in the world, where everyone else is like scared, and then you're just the psychopath laughing. They think it's the movie at that point. They're like, this is a weird fucking movie. It's 3D, 4D. I'll go watch it.
I saw it was coming. I'm like, oh, it's probably the Evil Dead. Maybe it'll be good.
Where are we in the Evil Dead timeline?
I have no idea.
Is he still in the past? Is he in the present? Is he in the future?
I mean, who knows if what's his name?
Joseph.
Josh Campbell
or Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Is going to be in it, or if I'm sure he has to make a cameo.
He has to make a cameo. He likes doing that.
Yeah. I actually saw people say that the remake of Evil Dead is actually somewhat good if you just see it. That it grabs the original movie and plays it straight.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, okay, what if we took the premise and just played it straight? Like, no comedy is just...
That's the thing, though, is like, I didn't really see the Evil Deads as, like, comedic, as just, like, psychological. And if you look at them with a non-scared face, you can kind of just
I think it's funny. It's the franchise that evolves past its original premise.
Yeah, definitely. It was more intended to be a scary
Army
movie
of Darkness
franchise.
is more kind of action hero.
Army of Darkness is a masterpiece, though. It's funny. Like, everything makes sense in it.
Did you watch Malignant?
No.
No?
No, what's Malignant?
Right, well, spoilers for Malignant. So basically, short version, it's the chick, she's having these visions of a killer. And she's having these visions of a killer killing people, and they end up dead, and they think it's her.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out it is her evil twin fetus brother is on the back of her head.
I feel like you told me about this
they basically
before.
Removed him, but then she gets hit in the head in the beginning, and that awakens him.
It awakens him?
Yeah.
Like, from the back of her head?
Well, no, because she has an abusive husband in the first scene, because she loses another child.
Uh-huh.
And the husband's so mad, he just smashes her head into the ground, and that's what wakes him up. And we're told that's what wakes him up later in the movie, because that's the big reveal. Because when they think she's the killer, they lock her up, and then they find old videotapes, and they're watching them, and they find out that the person that's been talking to her and committing these murders is on the back of her head, and he's just been taking control.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, you know what? I can imagine the sequel just going off the rails and being like, she becomes a superhero. She lets her brother take over to take out criminals.
Yeah, I was so confused for a second. I was like, does he disconnect from the back of her head?
No.
Okay. He just takes control of her body and makes her...
I'll have to show you the movie sometime. I think you'd enjoy it.
I still want a Shin Godzilla sequel.
I do too.
That's all I really want in life.
Honestly, I would want... Is it Hideki Anno? Is that...
Yeah, Hideki Anno.
I'd want Hideki Anno to direct a horror film.
I think that would be really nice.
I want to see what his horror film is.
I don't know if he would be able to connect to that emotionally, right?
So you think he's got to be in the right state of mind to just create art?
Because that's how a lot of
Evangelion
was. It's how a little bit of Shin Godzilla was. Because for the most part, it's people who are scared of this new Godzilla, and the one person who understands it is nowhere to be found. And it's just them kind of like, okay, we need to figure out a way to deal with it.
Yeah, well, it was a take on the chemical plant that blew up.
Yeah.
So it was the first Godzilla that was actually
Canon.
that was actually the most similar to the very first Godzilla film.
Yeah. I just loved that design of that new Godzilla.
Too. My favorite atomic breath scene.
Yeah.
It tops even the legendary ones that they had with
mm-hmm.
them. Like, you know what? That one blew my mind.
Yeah.
I did think it kind of went overboard when like he's shooting out of his spikes in his tail.
Oh, but that's like an old thing as well.
Really?
Yeah, there's been a couple Godzillas to do that.
That can shoot the beam out of their tail?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen that yet. I don't think I've remember that Godzilla movie. I know there's times when he shoots the atomic breath at the ground to lift him up in the air to fly.
Yeah, it's kind of it's interesting because like sometimes even the breath takes different forms where it's a beam, it's a
gas,
napalm, stuff like that, a liquid.
Yeah, I love Godzilla.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to talk about that.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure we've talked about our love for Godzilla on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I still need to watch Godzilla versus King Kong.
The new one?
But the new one. I don't want to though.
Why?
I've given up on new movies entirely.
I've given up on trailers, man.
I've given up on trailers. You're almost there because I gave up on trailers a long time ago. New Resident Evil games coming out. Resident Evil 4, when? The remake.
I know, when?
Soon. It's like a month or so.
Well, I imagine you'd have it marked down on your calendar like you did Death Stranding.
I was excited. Oh, you just reminded me of the Death Stranding 2 coming out.
What?
Yeah. Do you not see the trailer for that?
No.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Same director?
Of course. It's his game. Yeah. It's it's a Hideo Kojima production.
Oh.
I
heard they're remaking like they did Resident Evil 2, Silent Hill 2. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true. I was gonna say like, for me, games in like the next year or so, kind of fucking exciting.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 though, I was super excited for when they announced it, and then the more information that got out, the more I was like, I'm not excited anymore. Because I saw a thing that they're removing QTEs entirely.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Last time we
talked about it, you were like, oh, I'm excited. And now it's like, oh.
Yep, not going to buy it.
You guys screwed the pooch.
Yeah, I think I'm going to buy it when it comes out. I'm going to play for 10 minutes, and if there's no QTEs, I'm refunding it.
They said they're taking out QTEs?
They said they're just not going to have them.
Like, why? What's their reasoning? To make it more horror-based? Or?
Don't know. Because it does, like, I don't know. Exactly. It's like, if you're going to remake Resident Evil 4, you have to have the QTEs.
Why take out aspects that make it that?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to watch the cutscenes.
Like, we're going to make a Devil May Cry, but Dante's not going to shit talk.
Yeah, Dante no talk. That's how you
talk, but he's not gonna shit talk.
Yeah, that's Devil May Cry 2 in a nutshell.
Really?
Yeah.
But you told me he's flipping coins like he's Harvey Dent.
Yeah, he doesn't shit talk, but he fucking does other weird shit. Yeah, he does have his coin that he flips, which is fucking hilarious. I
actually saw a thing on TikTok because they have the little like brackets for characters, and some motherfucker thought that in a fight Sub-Zero could beat Dante. Because it's like when they appear and like they're going like that to which one.
Yeah.
And it was Dante and Sub-Zero. He's like, oh, he beat him.
Sub-Zero would beat Dante?
Yeah. And then it was Sonic versus Sub-Zero. He did Sub-Zero. And then it was Kratos versus Sub-Zero. Like, oh, Kratos would win. And I'm like, dude, you don't know. Dante would spank Sub-Zero.
Yeah. It's just Devil Trigger. Just like, oh yeah, just freeze. Like, oh. Devil Trigger.
It's like, I don't know Dante's full like power, like
strong.
Like how strong, like could he destroy a mount? Like is he like
destroy
on destruction levels? Like could he just obliterate a mountain?
Yes.
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 Okay, yeah, no one in Mortal Kombat's obliterating mountains.
I was gonna say like his newest form is too fucking strong.
When do you think we'll get in number 6?
Oh my god, don't. Probably when they figure out what's the new thing with it. Probably.
You don't think they know where to take it?
No, they're gonna take it the Nero route.
I mean, yeah, well, I mean Dante and Virgil went to hell basically.
Yeah.
And they left Nero on Earth.
And there's still demons and stuff.
Yeah.
And everything, and it's just like Nero has to go and fight demons on his own, kind of thing, or with the help of Lady Trish and Nico.
Black guy?
Nico.
Is that the black guy?
No, the girl.
Nico. The one
the
that
mechanic.
Makes the arms?
Yeah. The daughter of Mr. Faust. Who
and
is
that was the
Argos.
That was the moth dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's half demon then?
She is quarter
A quarter.
quarter demon.
Oh, because Faust was half?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was half. Yeah, I think he was full. So she might be. No, I think she's
I just find
made.
it. I think out of just all the characters, it's like, oh yeah, it's his daughter. It's like you're telling me at some point.
Yeah.
He had a kid.
Yeah, Mr. Stutterbug. Fucking.
Nero happened to run into her, and she's his Winry, making him arms.
Yeah.
Well, not even that, because he didn't. How long did he have his arm lost?
A couple months.
A couple months.
Yeah. Definitely.
Can you use both the Devil Breaker and Devil Trigger after you beat the game?
Yep. You can even use arms.
Yeah,
still.
I remember your face when I told you that I went through the whole game not understanding how to use the Devil Breaker.
Oh, you went the entire game with no arms?
Well, not using like this abilities.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand how to use them.
Yeah, I get that though.
It was like, damn, you missed out on like a big part of the fighting.
Yeah, of just being able to like have different arms that give you different effects and stuff.
I just feel like V, I just got through his just button mashing. I feel like
V is hard to like.
Well, because you're
master.
controlling a puppet, so like you gotta be on the side while you're fighting and stay out of range.
Exactly. He is a very high skill ceiling.
Did you see V coming back, or do you think he was just a one and done character?
Oh, V's gone.
I know he's gone.
He's done.
You think he's just completely done?
He's merged with Virgil. He was Virgil's human side.
Oh.
Yeah. So he fused back
Virgil's human side was Chris Angel.
Pretty much. This poetic waxing sad boy. Yeah.
Where evil lurks, I must destroy.
Exactly. His sense of good. Yeah, all of that. That's why like when they split, Virgil just becomes a demon, like a pure demon. I don't know. Love Devil May Cry. I want a 6,
yeah,
but
you got me into it. I was like, damn, this is actually a good series.
yeah. Besides that, I played Hi-Fi Beats. Hi-Fi Rush. Sorry, and it's a hack and slash like Devil May Cry, but all with music, and I fucking love it. Beat it in like 3 days because I did not have time.
Is it like a Steam original kind of game? Or
No.
Is it like...
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere?
It's everywhere. That one's really good if you wanted to play another hack and slash. It's not full price. It's like $30.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Lots of games make that mistake. It's kind of like, you know what? This is a fun game, but I'm not paying $50 for it.
Exactly. But it has a lot of content for being a new game. Probably no DLC and stuff. Alright. Are you looking forward to any games?
I don't know any games coming out, man.
Man, you should honestly have a look.
Yeah, I'm behind on the times. Don't know the news. I've just been focused on me, man, trying to do my drawings.
I feel like there has to be like some new games coming out that will be interesting. I remember an E3 from a long time ago. There was supposed to be some good games coming out, and they never came out.
Let me see. I drew a quick sketch of Makima.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's nice.
Because I'm trying to do things, and someone said that if you have your one stepping forward instead, so I put her foot further out.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm learning dynamic poses so I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
do shit.
Final Fantasy 16.
I haven't beat 15 yet, so I can't really.
I'm looking forward to 16. 16 will be good.
I can't really say on that.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I didn't play the other one.
I started it.
I mean, it looked fun, but I just feel like Star Wars is just too crazy now.
Yeah, I get
It's like
that.
how many Jedis were alive when Luke was fighting Vader? It's like it just seems crazy.
It's kind of funny because
And kind of takes away from the whole thing. Like, oh yeah, they murdered all the fucking Jedis. It's that Robot Chicken sketch when the Jedi's freaking lunch dude, and it's like, I'm sure you got all the Jedis, Master. Of course I got them all. It wouldn't be cool if I didn't get them all.
it's kind of funny because that's like literally how the first game starts. Is you're a Jedi who's
know.
in hiding, and it's like
I saw my uncle play in the beginning, and you're the Padawan, and you see Order 66 happen,
yeah. Well, that's not in the beginning.
and you see your master die.
That's not even in the beginning. That's like just stuff you kind of learn as you're going
I thought
through.
that was like the very beginning.
Nope. In the very beginning, you're just a scrapper on a planet scrapping rebel ships.
Oh.
Dead Island 2.
Never played the first
You
one.
never. Well, you don't need to play the first one on that one. Dead Space remake is already out.
Oh yeah, Gunner was blowing loads for that.
Still is. It's insane. Sons of the Forest came out just recently. I got to get into that. I need to buy it. It's not a full price game. Funny enough,
Nice.
I think. Spider-Man 2.
I'm excited for that one.
Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Gotta play the first one. I have it on PS4, but I haven't really got to it.
Yeah. A new Assassin's Creed.
And they've
Kind of gone downhill, yeah.
yeah.
Definitely feel you there. No, I'm seeing a lot of kind of garbage
I don't even
games.
think it's going into a memory dome and picking up the memories of your ancestors anymore. It's just you are that person in that time.
Yeah, exactly. Just like kind of figuring shit out. Nope. Really nothing much.
Funny,
Oh, wait,
they
is
were
that-
like,
They're doing a Alone in the Dark remake. That's interesting.
funny because you were just like, oh, the game's coming out now. It's like really good.
Oh, I mean, I'm just like Death Stranding 2. There's no release date for it. Resident Evil 4. I want it to be good. It's probably not going to be good. There's other games too I'm trying to think about, but I can't. Sons of the Forest is supposed to be really good. And Hi-Fi Beats, honestly, was probably, if I knew about it beforehand, I probably would have looked forward to it. But then it came out, and then people were talking about it, and then I just kind of saw it and went, this is a hack and slash. I really want a hack and slash in my life. So I was like, I was so ready to shit on that game starting it, but it is super strong. It has an anime art style, a comic book art style, and then like the actual game art style, which looks like Borderlands.
Oh dang!
It's
Did your brother beat the first God of War?
beautiful game. I don't know if he has. I remember he was struggling with something. Wasn't God of War related. He's playing Red Dead 2 right now. I'm also playing Red Dead 2 right now. Because
Yeah, you streaming it?
I haven't beaten that game. No.
No,
That doesn't really feel like a streaming game.
I guess so. I mean, if you stream and if you just watch to see you play and talk
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah.
it's game commentary.
Oh, trust me, I don't need like to stream a game to talk. I just talk to
exactly. It's
myself
might as
like
well
a
be streaming.
psychopath. I'm trying to think what I was thinking of streaming this one game, and I just need to get off my ass and do it.
Yeah, that's the thing with anything, man.
Yeah.
Most of these goals, it's like I just gotta get off my ass and do this thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you think I should have like a streaming schedule?
I think you should do what I do and just kind of write down what you want to do for the week.
I need a calendar for that.
Or just a notebook.
I'd fill that notebook up pretty fucking quick.
The notebook, I just put like, okay, it's like this, like the 5th, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 5th through the 12th is the week.
Yeah.
And put like, okay, so this week I want to do this. And then lower on the page, like, okay, so which of these can be done fast and which of these are going to take some time and should be like, more devoted to things.
Yeah.
And times like, okay, I can finish this like quickly.
I feel like I need a schedule, like, or I won't do it. Because if you just tell me like, hey, at some point do this, I will always find a way to procrastinate and not do it.
Yeah, maybe you need a schedule, or I think you should just do it. And if you get a following, that's when you have a schedule. Like, hey guys, I'll be streaming at 7 tomorrow.
I was gonna say, I feel like I would just stream like once a week, and then if anything, maybe do like
see right Denolith in the top 10 of the
couple
Twitch board.
No, that's too much, because for the most part there's more streamers than watchers on Twitch.
Yeah.
It would legit just be like something
Really?
I do. Yeah.
More streamers than watchers.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like statistically.
Yeah.
And also like the people that are big on Twitch are just like the same people, but they also have other stuff that they do, like YouTube and all that, and it's like they lose like a half of all their viewers whenever they go down the pipeline.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, if you are planning on streaming, Quentin, where can they find you?
It would just be at twitch.com or twitch.tv/Raidenolith, RAIDENILITH. And yeah, I kind of already have like all the setup for it. I just need to actually stream. I might stream.
You gotta get yourself your computer too.
What
What
stuff?
you talking about?
Oh, a second monitor. Yeah.
You're talking about getting stuff for your computer that you have to.
Yeah, shit. I just kind of realized I can't stream until I get a second monitor. Because, like, I need to be able to look at stuff.
Comments and stuff.
Comments.
I need a second screen. I'd like to get a second screen for my drawing.
I can use my phone for it, but that's, like, not going to be as good if I'm, like, playing a game and looking down. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be soon.
You can find my art on Untoasted Art. I'm Chompy.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of the podcast where we just kind of talked about, I guess, media in general. This is kind of just a media one. Just talked about games we're interested in, stuff we've seen.
Yeah. See you next month.
Yeah, see you next month.